Here is why. Perfect audio with zero pacing is like reading a book with no punctuation. It just keeps going, and your brain never gets a moment to breathe. And by the time you realize you have lost the thread, you have already clicked away. Today I am going to fix that for you. Hey, welcome back. If you are new here, this channel is all about getting the most out of AI voice tools, and today we are going deep on ElevenLabs pacing. Specifically, how to use SSML tags, punctuation tricks, and a few underrated settings to make your narration actually sound like a human being took a breath at some point. This one is a little more technical than usual, but I promise it is worth it. Stick around to the end because I have got a tip in point 5 that most people completely miss. Let us get into it. First, let us talk about why your audio sounds rushed or robotic, even when the voice itself sounds great. ElevenLabs models are trained to follow the natural rhythm of speech, but they are reading your text. And if your text is dense, has no punctuation breathing room, or jumps between ideas without signaling transitions, the model does not know to slow down. Think of the AI like a really talented narrator who has never seen your script before. They are going to read what is in front of them. If you want to pause, you have to build the pause into the script. That is the core mindset shift. You are not just writing copy, you are scripting a performance. Everything I am going to show you today flows from that idea. Before you even touch SSML, start with punctuation. It is the fastest win. Here's what ElevenLabs responds to naturally. A period creates a short stop. A comma creates a micropause. An dash, like that, creates a beat, almost like an afterthought landing, and an ellipsis creates that trailing, slightly dramatic pause that works really well for hooks or suspense. So if you want your narrator to slow down between two big ideas, do not just hit enter. Add a period. Or split it into 2 sentences, or, and I love this one, use an dash right in the middle of the thought to force a tiny dramatic beat. Try this. Take a sentence that feels rushed in playback and just add a comma somewhere unexpected. Play it again. You will be shocked how much that changes the rhythm. Okay, now we are getting into the good stuff. SSML. Speech synthesis. Markup language is basically a set of tags you can drop into your text to give the AI direct instructions about delivery. The one you will use the most is the break tag. It looks like this. Break time equals 1 second, self-closing. You put it right inside your text where you want the pause to happen, and you specify the length. 0.5 second, 1 second, 2 seconds, whatever you need. So for example, if you write the phrase, and the results were, followed by a 1.5 second break tag, followed by nothing like we expected. That pause lands like a gut punch. It turns a flat sentence into a moment. A few things to know. SSML only works if you are using the text-to-speech screen in ElevenLabs directly. Not all third-party integrations support it, and you want to use it sparingly. If every sentence has a 2-second break, none of them feel dramatic anymore. Use it for emphasis. Use it for transitions between sections. Use it right after a hook. Here's something people overlook. The stability and style sliders in ElevenLabs directly affect pacing. High stability means the voice is more consistent and controlled, but it also tends to flatten out natural rhythm variation. High style exaggerates expressiveness, which can speed things up or make pacing feel erratic. For narration that needs intentional pacing, think tutorials, explainer videos, documentary style. I generally recommend stability somewhere around 50 to 65, and style kept fairly low, around 20 to 30. This gives the model enough room to breathe naturally without going off the rails into overly dramatic delivery. And if you have a specific voice cloned or selected that you love, but it always sounds rushed, try bumping stability up a few points. Sometimes that alone slows the cadence down without touching a single word in your script. Okay, this is the one I promised you. Most people write their scripts in flowing paragraphs, paste them in, and wonder why the pacing feels off. Here's the fix. Break your script into single sentences with a line break between each one. Not for readability, for pacing. When ElevenLabs sees white space or a new paragraph, it naturally adds a slightly longer breath between sections. You do not even need SSML for this. You are just using the model's own behavior to your advantage. So instead of pasting 3 sentences together, paste them as 3 separate blocks. Play it back, the difference is immediate. You can also combine this with your break tags for really precise control. Use line breaks for section transitions and break tags for the specific moments you want to hit hard. That is your pacing toolkit. Punctuation, SSML break tags, stability settings, and the sentence break method. If you try even one of these today, your next voiceover is going to sound noticeably better, and your audience is going to feel it, even if they cannot explain why. If this was helpful, hit subscribe. I post new ElevenLabs tutorials every week, and we go deep, not surface level. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me. Which of these are you trying first? The SSML tags or the sentence break trick? I will see you in the next one.